we have the Green Luxury event, and the host and the main part of it is Mathias Köster. And he's standing next to me. He's an architect very well known for beautiful architecture and green architecture. So what are we going to see today?
Well, we're going to see some, green architecture, really. And I think what it is all about today, green luxury, so that sustainability can really be cool. It's not a burden. It can really invigorate the architecture. It can create something really special and something maybe even better than without the sustainability. So that's what I want to promote. Something that really the green architecture movement creates something new for this kind of new time.
So you think like architecture and luxury and green actually fits together. You think this can be a part of a lifestyle?
Yes, I think so. The luxury is sort of added. I just want to say that green things don't have to be just something where you have to limit yourself. Green can also be full-on luxury. It has just to be green luxury. So that's a different kind of way. So if some elements of a house are very expensive, but they're responsibly sourced, then that is a good thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that the money has an impact. In fact, with some finance, you can probably create some really green ideas. And so that's what I also think.
Exactly. All the innovations came by people who could actually pay them. So this is a great thing that we are going to see today. We are going to see some innovations. Tell us one thing you're especially proud about that you're going to show us tonight.
I don't know. I think it's also about flexibility. There's one house which I designed and it's just very, very flexible. And I haven't shown that for a long time, actually. I worked a little bit more on it and I hope to maybe put it on the market the next year as a kind of prefab building to buy, which I believe is a better house than what's usually there and potentially for a better price, and it even performs better. So everybody wins.
Yeah. Flexibility in this case means that you can use it while having children. And if the children are out of the house, you can just change it very easily and then it's still a beautiful house. I know this house. This is why I know it so much. So now it's actually your time to go in because you have got to arrange something. So what are you arranging now?
Well, we just have to, because we're doing this in a cinema today. So just before there was still something going on, people were watching a film. So we have just to set up our cameras, our computers and the screen. And then hopefully everything's going to work because otherwise there won't be any show. But I don't think that will happen. It will be all fine and we'll have a great show tonight.
Okay, enjoy your show. While you're building up, I'm going to introduce you to some of his beautiful guests who are here tonight. And they just left. Nili. So here we have Nili, and it's always a bit complicated to get her and me in the same picture. But she just came from Munich. She just came from Munich, and she's also a fan of Mathias's architecture. What do you like so much about his architecture?
It's very clear, and it looks, it's luxury. Maybe everybody wants this kind of houses, you know.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. Yes. And how do you like his idea that he always combines trees or plants in the house as well, that he combines these things like nature and house?
Nature in a house, nature outside of the house. It's very special, you know. It's wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Sensationell.
Sensational.
Sensational.
So yeah, we will see some of the beautiful architecture of Mathias soon.
Yeah,
and
we will see it.
I need your help now. Yeah. Can you bring me the man in the black shirt? Yes. So this is what happens if we are live on the red carpet. People don't queue here, and I actually have to wait for them to come. So here we have a fan of Mathias's work. He's Ramon, and Ramon builds houses in Germany and also in Eastern Europe. So you're not a greenhorn when it comes to houses. So where have you usually your houses?
Yeah, she said it right. Excuse me, my English is so bad, but I try my best. My houses that I have are in Germany, in Georgia, in Batumi, Georgia, the Russian Georgia, not the US Georgia. Mm-hmm. And I saw a lot of architecture and a lot of really nice monuments. But and I met a lot of guys that make these houses. But it is the first time in my life, really, that I saw such a visionary person, such a man that brings the art in the architect. And excuse me, my English is so bad.
No worries, no worries. He actually flew into tonight from Spain.
Yes, I have a house in Barcelona. I come extra to see Mathias, and I saw his project is on the water hotel, and
The water scraper.
Yes. It was wonderful. It takes me. It was like the first time to standing in the front of a painting, you know.
Yeah.
And it takes you, and you wanna have more. And I'm here to have more.
Yeah, and you are more than anybody else who just has houses. And the story that I really always like to tell about you is that you want everybody who works in your company to have their own real estate. So why do you do this?
No. I think we are in this world to do something, to let something behind. And what everyone do it in his own way. And my way is to bring the people in a point that they could not get in her own energy. I help them to come in a point that they have their houses. And if I'm in this point and to see that they have their houses, I'm a lucky man.
Yeah, and you told all your co-workers, like, I won't be here forever. This is the reason why you have to be in real estate as well. This is why I want you to have something on your own. And I really, really like you for this point of view. Thank you
very much.
Thank you. Would you bring us the other guy with a black shirt?
This
Yes. So now you are going to meet someone who actually came from the United States. He is also a huge fan of Mathias's work. So this is Chris.
Hello.
Chris is also an actor, and Chris was one of the sailors of Navigators Heritage. So you are also in sustainability.
Absolutely.
You have had a very beautiful house in America. It just burned down. But what was so special about your house?
Well, it's the whole green luxury thing. You can have absolute luxury, but no sacrifice to sustainability and the building being green and producing energy, heating and cooling for you. Mathias is a very talented architect. I think he's going to be on the forefront of this, and I think it's absolutely a critical subject with what's going on in our world right now. I live in America. It's important there. It's important here in Spain. It's important in Germany. But we're up against the ropes, folks. It's the time to take this stuff seriously, but not have to sacrifice luxury and comfortable living and all of that kind of stuff.
And you are also a sailor. You've been part of Navigators Heritage. This was a crew sailing from Mallorca to Monaco with a sextant, and you actually met Fürst Albert. So tell us, how was it to be part of Navigators Heritage?
That was an amazing experience. It was my first trip here to Palma, and I had been in the Mediterranean many times, but on the voyage from Palma to Monaco, we multiple times saw whales, dolphins, marlin, tuna, sea turtles. Absolutely gorgeous. The ocean was alive, and I'm still very, very worried about it, but I was heartened to see that. And then we get to Monaco, Prince Albert comes out to us in the committee boats and TV crews and stuff, and then we go to the Monaco Yacht Club and have a formal dinner there. And this is all like above my pay grade. You know, my friends from Munich are used to this, but little old me from America, this was a great experience.
Yeah, and since we are on International Radio, we want to speak about your yacht. You have some amazing experiences. So where have you been sailing?
Well, I guess the most notable, I've actually got two. One, the first one was when I was, it's probably about 18 years ago, I got to sail with a famous sailor by the name of Dodge Morgan. And Dodge alone, he's an American, and on the boat called America's Promise, you can all look this up. I think it was in 83 or 86. Dodge, who also was a fighter pilot and invented the radar detector, sailed around the world single-handedly and set the world record on a boat called America's Promise. So I got to do 2 deliveries from Maine to Tortola with Dodge via Bermuda, and he was a rock star. And then those chops got me invited on an expedition to the North Pole with a global offshore sailing team. And great group of guys, international team. We started in Svalbard, Spitsbergen, and we sailed north. And there were 2 portions of the trip. One was to set the world record for furthest north in a fiberglass sailboat, which we did. And the second was to make a ceremony to offer remembrance to all the poor boys of all nationalities that died in those very cold waters up there. And we had that, and it was very moving, a very strange place, abandoned Russian mining towns, not a tree, the feeling of being hunted by polar bears. I've never had the feeling of being hunted. That was strange. You know, you had to carry a gun in town. It was quite a thing. And Arctic sailing is something everybody should experience if they love sailing.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Tonight we are going to have other world records that we are going to see.
Absolutely.
And I'm very sure we will have another interview for Yachting International Radio with you.
Keep on sailing.
Now I want to continue with this beautiful lady over there. Would you mind to bring her over? Thank you. So now you are going to meet Nourisha Campbell. She is so beautiful. She's even taller than me, and she was in the Olympics for the States. Hello, Nourisha.
Hi.
Nice to have you again.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here again, too.
So I already told the people that you were in the Olympics for the United States in beach volleyball.
Yes.
But I haven't told them yet that you're also very good in music. So you've been in the German Voice of Germany.
Yes, I was a couple of years ago with on Team Nina. So, yeah, a switch over in careers.
Yes.
Yes.
You switched over, and so you're very talented. These are at least 2 talents that we know already about. So what is the thing with talents? What do you think? Is it always a good thing to have a talent, or?
I mean, it is a good thing, but I think I said before, there comes a huge responsibility with the talent that you get, because you're responsible to use it to bless others, to be a blessing to others. And it's a gift, you know. If you get this gift, you shouldn't keep it wrapped, but you should unwrap it and see what it is, and also share that gift with other people. So
yeah, you once said that the most rich place in the world is actually the
grave.
The grave, because most of the people don't take their talents.
Their gifts.
They just don't use it.
They don't use their gifts while they're alive, and they die. You know, they take these dreams of being maybe a journalist or a writer or a singer or a songwriter. They take all those dreams with them to the grave because they never used it. So.
You've been twice in a very successful area, like with sports and now with music. What are your secrets for the success?
I think the secret for my success, I mean, it sounds cliche, is that you definitely have to believe in yourself and your gift and the talent that you have. And I think you have to kind of shut the opinions of others out, because there are going to be a lot of people that will tell you why you can't do it and why you shouldn't go for it. You have to shut that out and just kind of follow your own voice and take a risk. You will fall, you will fail, but it's a part of the process, you know, you grow. And that's what I did. And I think that's a big part of my success.
Mm-hmm. And you also told me once that it's also important whom you are going to tell your dreams.
Exactly. You can't share your dreams with everybody, because not everybody understands your dream and not everyone will support you. So most of the time when I have like a vision or a dream, sometimes I don't even share it with anybody. They find out after I've done it. And then they're like, why didn't you tell me? Because I don't want to hear any negative thoughts. I don't want to hear any negative input. I just go for it.
So Mathias is going for it today as well. You have seen some of his architecture already. What do you like about his architecture?
I mean, I love the fact that it is environmentally friendly, and he's always considering the environment, you know, and our future, which is important for our future. And so I think it's important that, you know, other architects maybe follow in his footsteps to make this planet a better place.
This is such a good word. Thank you, Nourisha. This was Yachting International Radio, Martina Late Night, live from the Palma green luxury event. See you soon.